Hi, I'm Neeta Mathur, and in this module of presentation skills, we'll talk about how to make presentations. We have already discussed why we make presentations, and now we get into the details that while making a presentation, what is the best possible process to follow? Well, in my opinion, there are 4 basic steps for making any presentation. The first one being the strategy. That is, what is exactly the plan for making a presentation, how to go about making a presentation. And then comes the structure, that is what goes into the presentation, and then definitely how to deliver it. And once the presentation is over, then there definitely is going to be some questions from the audience side. So how do you handle that? So these are the 4 basic steps to be kept in mind when you're making any presentation. Let's talk about the strategy first, which is the first step, right? So when you decide about the strategy, you are definitely keeping in mind the audience which you're going to target. And once you decide and understand regarding the audience, then you should know that what is the kind of message do you want to give to that audience. Is it just to inform about something? That is, you are sharing some information. Or is it that you want them to be convinced about something? It is an inspiring thing. You want to inspire them, motivate them. Because with each kind of message, the pitch, the tonality of the whole presentation changes a bit, right? Is it just that you want to share something and impress the audience with something, the information or the knowledge which you have? Or you are demonstrating some product or some new gadget which you are launching? So you have to decide what is your objective behind the presentation. So that is what strategy is all about, that before even you start your presentation, what is it that you want to do with that? Why? We have already discussed. This is how you go about. So decide on the objective, the goal which you want to achieve out of this particular presentation. Once you have done that, the next step becomes that what is the logistic involved in delivering that presentation? What all would you need? So you can discuss with the person who is requiring that presentation, that what is the kind of amenities available, maybe the hall. In your case, it could be a classroom or it could be a Zoom session. A simple online presentation, due to the circumstances which we are in, can have a different modality altogether if it was a one-to-one or a physical kind of setting. So you need to be aware of what are the logistics involved. Otherwise, a very well prepared presentation can go flat because of certain incompatibility of software. I've had that experience during my such training sessions at times, that my presentation which was prepared in a certain software was not compatible with the system which was provided by the client organization. So it was a very difficult thing for to change at that particular moment. So be prepared. After that particular experience, I learned to always mail myself that presentation and be ready with it in case there was some problem with the floppy disk. At that point of time, we used to have floppy disks and stuff. So the memory stick which we have, so carry something which is a buffer or which is a backup of your presentation to avoid that kind of thing. So think of all those things before actually getting to the venue and delivering the particular presentation. So this is very important aspect of strategy planning of the presentation. The next second step is building the structure of the presentation. And when you start building the presentation, think about the beginning. How are you going to start the presentation? How are you going to attract attention of the audience? Is it going to be a joke? Is it going to be something really, I would say, flashy, that everybody is attracted to what you're trying to say or mention? Or is it going to be a simple, sober, serious greeting to the audience and starting with the senior most and so on and so forth? So you have to establish a certain theme, that how are you going to go about delivering your presentation? Are you going to just stand behind the dais and make it a one-way kind of thing, or is it going to be an engaging two-way side of interactive session? So you have to establish a theme of your presentation when you start your presentation. And also it is always best to share the agenda or the structure, that what all are you going to cover during the presentation, so the audience knows what to expect. The well-prepared audience is always a very, I would say, attentive, and they will show interest in what you're going to present. And of course, it is first few minutes, if you are able to connect with the audience, then it is a very easy thing to go through the rest of the presentation. Because once you have that rapport with your audience, rest is cakewalk. And of course, in the beginning itself, you will be listing out what all you expect them to do. Simple things like switching off their mobiles or asking questions at the end of the presentation, so on and so forth. So these little details are all part of the beginning of your presentation. And of course, the next step when you are building up your structure of the presentation, what is the body? What does that body or the content require you to do? What information are you going to share? The information, does it need any supporting data? Does it need any audio-visual snippets or some kind of opinion poll or views of the experts of something? If it is requiring some numbers or data which needs to be presented in a form of a slide or maybe a handout, you need to bring that data together so that the body of your presentation is well connected and you can present the idea or whatever you want to present in a lucid manner. The third step, which generally they say should be the first step, because if you have the ending in place in the first step itself, while developing the structure of the presentation, you've already cracked it, because the ending requires the summary of the main points. The moment you have a summary, you will definitely be finding it easier to expand it into details. So maybe one of the strategy, again it is a strategy to develop a presentation, is to have the ending in the first place, decide on how you're going to end the presentation, and based on that you can build the body of the presentation and then think about the best way to begin the presentation. So that's just a suggestion, but then when you are ending the presentation, you need to give your conclusion, your recommendation, and you are supposed to finish with a flourish so that the people remember what you said, right? The last few lines, the last few words are very, very important, because that is when you leave a certain message with your audience. So plan it well and deliver it well. The third step is how to make a presentation, is deciding on your presentation style. Whatever may be the style, the common thing is that you have to have that energy and enthusiasm, whichever style you adopt. But the energy and enthusiasm, as we have shared in one of the other modules regarding the power of non-verbal communication, that energy and enthusiasm is a must in whichever style you adopt to present. And then comes the rest of the things. You want it to be a formal, wherein people are asking questions at the end and you stand behind a podium. Is it a very formal thing which you want to have, or you want to have an engaging session where you use a lot of humor, you use a lot of stories, and you want to kind of engage with your audience? It is totally up to you how you are comfortable in presenting a particular idea. Own your space. That is what, if you have watched various TED Talks, you would have seen that the speaker is generally made to stand within that red circle. So if you have watched multiple TED Talks, you would have noticed that few of them just stand at one place, whereas few are moving around that particular red circle. Now that red circle may be because of certain logistics which they have, but otherwise generally when you are given a space, it is up to you to decide whether you want to stand there or whether you want to move around. But whatever it be, you have to be very careful that you are connecting with the audience, not that when you start moving, you are moving so much that you lose that connect with the audience. So evolve a certain style of your own, and that style would be evolved only if you practice, because practice is what makes the person perfect, and it is a skill, and you can easily evolve your own style. After a few presentations, you will know where you are comfortable and you can deliver the presentations well, right? Moving forward, the step number 4, for this presentation making is handling questions, because definitely once you end your presentation, there would be some questions from the audience side. Now, there is nothing to be afraid of. If you have prepared your content well, if you are knowledgeable about the content which you are presenting, believe me, you will have that confidence to answer, to tackle those questions. So, first of all, try and visualize, try and think ahead and prepare for the most common question which you might think be asked by the audience after the presentation, right? And also, it's not some maths, if it is a maths equation or some English grammar where there are things which are right and there are things which are wrong. Otherwise, anything will have different perspectives. So don't start arguing with the audience. Be patient, understand what they have to bring to the table, and try and find out if you don't know something. You can always be honest and say that you will get back to them with the right answer. So it is a perspective, and if you know it, you share your knowledge. If you don't say sorry or don't feel nervous or be kind of regret as if you have done something wrong. It is okay, it is human, natural to accept it, and you can always revert back if you have any thing which you want to share with them, right? So this is the fourth step and the final step, and if you have covered all the four steps, you have covered the part where you know how to go about making a presentation. And with that, happy learning, happy presenting. Thank you.